started?
Yep.
Huh? Just now.
Mike's over there.
Okay. All right, we're in.
Okay.
Get out. Any extra programs up here? Good evening and welcome to Manning Field for Agganis week. This is boys soccer. North and south. Kick, save. And I'll try to find out who the goaltenders are. Numbers of that goaltender and that goaltender. Patty, who are the goaltenders?
Find that out now. I'm finding out now.
We've been bouncing around. Thank you to my camera people for getting here very quickly, as we thought this was the girls' second half. We thought we had a little bit of a breather. We did softball and baseball, and this year the Agganis games are overlapping because they're playing them all in one day, except for basketball. Basketball was played yesterday. Everything else will be played today. This will conclude all the games except football. This will lead up to the awards ceremony. And then they will have the football game at 6:30. And again, this week will be over. Again, this week will be a short weekend. 2 games on Saturday, everything on Sunday. Thomas Weber for St. Mary's. Jed Osio and Nicholas Fosco from St. Mary's playing. With the South, it's Jose Lacardi, English, Alan Malara from Classical, Gibran Jean Lynn English, Jose Corral, Edison Chacon, Jamel David. Corral and Chacon are classical. David is lead English. Diego Maldonado, Jason De Leon from Lynn Classical. Uchin Pierre from Lynn English. Alexis Amaya from Classical. Alejandro Zayas from Lynn English. All playing with the North. Virtually impossible to read the scoreboard knowing the time. Tough for LETV. I got to do basketball yesterday, softball and baseball today. Now I'm doing this one. I'll do the football game. But Sunday's a tough day. And he didn't get anybody to announce. So they couldn't do lacrosse or the girls' soccer game. And that's too bad. First time since we've been doing them that we haven't been in, do all of them. Which team is north and south?
White's north,
Okay, because it's been changing back and forth.
white's the north.
Right now it's just back and forth. The white jerseys are the north, the blue jerseys are the south. Blue's going to get caught holding a free kick coming up. Looks like Gabriel Panton from Masconomet. Kick is coming just inside the 30-yard line. Trying to center it, they got a head on it, but knocked it wide, then they swung and missed. and then the shot is blocked and knocked away by the South, and they kick it deep, and they let it go out of play into the North Bench area. And they kick it back and let the goaltender kick it away. Trying to center it, got blocked.
They only have one, they have two.
For the South, Nicholas Fusco is the goalkeeper. For the North, it's Peter Tragakos of Georgetown.
The Agganis Foundation is proud to welcome WellPoint as the principal sponsor of this year's Agganis All-Star Games and the executive sponsor of the football game tonight.
South with a break,
WellPoint is a health benefits company serving Massachusetts State and
and they call them outside.
retirees and their families through the Group Insurance Commission. The Agganis Foundation
They call Enzo Nieta,
All-Star Games.
too far out in front. North hasn't really threatened. They've got the ball in the south end, but they haven't come close to Trugakos in net. Kicked across field by Fred Geary of East Boston. And it goes out off the south. Now we're changing up goaltenders. This could be Zach Carter from Danvers.
He's playing for both teams. Blues only got one goal, so he's gonna play for both teams. He's gonna play for both teams. They've only got one goalie. So he's gonna play, I think, both sides. I think. We'll see.
Matt Rowe was trying to explain to me that South has got two goaltenders. North only has one, so that they may one of the goaltenders for the South may also be playing goal for the North. So it's Carter from Danvers in net for the South. Broken up nicely. By Santiago, Mosquera, Razzo. Long pass broken up. They get it to the near side to Alexis Amaya from Glasgow. Nice what these young guys thought their season was over. Now they get to play one more game at their home field. And they get to play with people they played against and making new friends. As the North makes some substitutions. Alma Magana from Marblehead is the coach of the North. Dan Garcia, St. Mary's coach, coaching the South. We get a free kick. And Alexis Amaya will take it just outside the 30-yard line. Have they settled out all the subs? Now it looks like Alan Malara from Glasgow is going to take the kick. One more change for the North. And it is going to be Alexis Amaya taking the kick. From the 32-yard line. All the subs are straightened out. Now they just changed goaltenders, and they had to get a jersey for the goaltender for the North. Now they faked the kick, and it's taken by Amaya and blocked out in front. North knocks it away. And it goes out of play. And Carter boots it high in here, upfield. South winds up with it. I'm higher. And got it ahead. And it went out of Edson Chacon of Glasgow. Freddie Gay of East Boston will put it in play after a couple of substitutions again. They knock it deep down the far side.
Okay, so I'm gonna give
Broken up.
you a script for the awards. You'll
And
do it from here on.
North takes it right back the other way.
I'll print it out.
I was looking for it earlier for myself, but
Yeah, you know what, man, I forgot all about it. I don't know if he has one anymore.
I don't think he has it anymore.
There's a box down in that office, but it has to be plugged in.
Trying to get through, can't.
We at halftime yet, man?
And getting it back, it finally gets knocked out. Now it's going to wind up with a corner kick coming from the near side. And Carter, right in front of a white shirt, picked off the corner kick. North drives it in. It got picked off and cleared away nicely by Mosquera. Orozco. North blocks the long pass. Again, just back and forth. Nobody really getting a legitimate shot. Broken up nicely. They knock it deep. Foot race. North kept it in play. And it gets tipped away, and North will take it back the other way. North trying to get possession. South knocking it deep, a foot race. The goalie gets there first and kicks it away. That's the first legitimate almost for the North. Freddie Gary from East Boston was breaking. He was alone. And the goalie, who we don't know who he is because they don't announce the goalies. How they call him? North offside. They blew the whistle, and they were bringing the ball upfield, excuse me. They're supposed to kick it upfield. They carried it upfield. Official told them to take it back and start it over. Headed away. How? Edison Chacon got taken down as he tried to get around the defense. Now he's battling again. Has it taken away. Nice defense by David Yale of North Reading. North takes it away, long pass. Trying to set up a shot. And they tipped it. Goaltender is way out of the net. Way over the far side. And he just gets back and makes the save. He was almost out of bounds on the far side. And he hustled back, and they got the ball. They threw it across. And standing out in front, looking for the shot, I think it was Liccardi from English, right out in front, and just kind of one-timed it, and Carter was able to make the save. That's the closest we've come to a goal. Bodies go down. Now we got a whistle because bodies are still down, but they're getting up. George Spelios from Swampscott was chasing the ball down. And way back up field, they called the contact. That was a late call. Now we got a call against the North. They took a Roscoe down. They give it to the goaltender to kick away. He just kind of flubbed it. It's kicked out. North gets the throw in down deep. North takes it away. South takes it back. Knocked deep to the far side. North took it away, take it back upfield. South takes it back. And we got contact all over the place. South's going to get a free kick. They go quickly. And they have to kick it back. They couldn't get a shot off. They go cross field again. And got knocked out. I think they're calling it off South. Knocked it deep, looking for Chacon. They break it up and they blow the whistle, and that's going to be halftime. So we finish the first half the same way it started. Dead even. North, nothing. South, nothing. With a half left. As we start the second half, the same way we started the first half, 0-0. Peter Tragakos. Tragakos is back in net for the North. Zach Carter. North had the better of it, territorial-wise. Neither team, they had one chance. In the closing moments. A centering pass. It was Liccardi who had the chance, and Carter got back and made the save. And then that ball was loose and just knocked away. North had a golden opportunity to get on the board. They got right to the front. It was loose, and it didn't get to Carter. It was right in front, a couple of feet away. And the defense for the North was able to knock it away. Carter will get to kick it away. Yeah, he's got a good foot, got it out to midfield. Headed away by Nate Morozic. And it gets knocked out of bounds. Out of bounds here means it goes a long way, almost under the scoreboard. They have to chase the ball. The problem with all these games is bodies are not showing up. There's only 4 subs for the North. And there's only a couple of subs for the South. The softball game today, the South team had 7 players. So if it was a high school league game, it would have been a forfeit. But they had the North team supply pitcher catcher. Just saved nicely by Orozco. North has picked it up a little bit. Excuse me, the South has picked it up, I should say. The North is the blue. Can't get the shot off, but they're trying to keep it in, and it got knocked away by Mrazek of Masconomet. South gets it to the near side. Trying to get around. And defense, I think that was Israel Gondova of East Boston knocking it away. Quick throw in by the South. And get knocked out by Mrazek. Again from Masconomet. Quick throw in. Headed back and he missed it and it goes out of play. North will get the throw in. Mrazek will take it. Try to go deep, it got headed away. And his body's going down. But Arazak outfought two white shirts, kept it alive and knocked it away. Trying to walk in. Still with it. Great save by Carter. Another great save by Carter. But that rush by Gabriel Fanton of Masconomet, he beat three defenders, cut to the middle, beat another defender, and ripped a shot. And Carter made a great save. And then the ball was loose. He didn't get a lot on it, but they kicked it to the net. Carter made another save. Sal's trying to get it upfield, and he knocked it off the South. They threw it long, went too long, went by everybody. Carter picked it up and just threw it upfield. Picked off Malara. They get it down the near side. Trying to get around and can't. And went out of play. Good defense again. That was William Garcia from Waltham with that nice defensive play. They kick it very deep. And waiting quite a bit, but finally coming up with it was Tragakos. And he boots it away deep past midfield. Headed back, and it's going to go out of play. We're in the second half, no score. Nice defense again. trying to make the pass. It got blocked and knocked away. And again, that was William Garcia from Waltham. Now it goes out. And it goes out off the south. And we'll have a couple of substitutions. And they'll change the goaltender. So if they told us correctly. For the south, this would be Nicholas Fusco from St. Mary's. Now it's got away with, got a little bit of a grab. Try to knock it deep. And coming way out of the net was Trigakos to knock it out of play. South will get the throw in down deep. They got the pass through. Out in front, sitting on the doorstep was Gianluca Olsalento from Danvers. He one-timed it, and he didn't get in the net. He kicked it through the goalpost. It was good for a field goal. He just got under it too much and lifted it right over everything out of play. He was right out in front, got a foot on it, and tipped it over everything. Very good bid by the South, but it's still 0-0. Now they have to go chase the ball. Broken up, taken away, knocking it deep. It got tipped and deflected. It winds up in the lap of Trigakos, and he kicks it high and deep past midfield inside the 35-yard line. Trigakos is from Georgetown. They might want him to kick the punts. They kick it to the net. They get a little too much foot, lifted high, off to the left and out of play. That was Fanton of Masconomet again, getting the kickoff. Still with it. Finally gives it up with the pass. They send it across the shot, another big block. Fusco with a big save. I think it was Nieta with the left foot, try to kick it in. Fusco made a big time save. We got massive changes. We got a new goaltender. For the North. Corner kick coming from the near side. Out in front, goes by everybody. And got knocked out by the North. They kick it all the way back to try and get something going. They finally kick it deep. It deflected away to the south. Now the North takes it back and they got a break. Down the far side. Trying to throw it in front. They had a man in front wide open, but the defense blocked it. And it gets knocked out of play. Lacardi trying to track it down. Trying to center it. Knocked away. Kept alive. Shot blocked. They get the shot off. Great save by Fusco. Outstanding save by Fusco. They get around, they center it. It went off. Jabron Jean of Lynn English. He gets it back. Trying to get around, a little too much one-on-one. Finally, gives it back to Mrozek. And the North getting it back again, deep. Slipped and fell trying to get around the defense. And it gets deflected out by the North. And we'll have substitutions. All the way back. To the inside to Gene. Rozek. It got tipped a couple of times. Shot, score! Rozek threw it out in front. And Jose Liccardi.
North goal scored by number 1, Jose Liccardi.
Gene gave it up to Mrazek. Mrazek threw it out in front, deflected right into the lap of Liccardi, and Lynn English gets North on the board. All that pressure they've been putting on for a half plus finally paid off with a goal. And the North grabs a 1-0 lead. Liccardi winds up with it, gets it back, shot blocked. Pass deflected away. Rozek stepped in front of it. Liccardi had it. Had it taken away. Now trying to go deep. Good defense by Adam Laughlin of Marblehead to break up what could have been a breakaway. They try to center it. Mrazek deflects it to the goaltender. I'm sorry, we don't know who he is. They put a new goaltender in. Liccardi gets it from English, gets it up to teammate Jabron Jean, both English players. They just kept it in. They said they didn't keep it in, it went out of play. They get it in quickly. They get it to Jean. Liccardi gave it up. Jean gets it back. Jean and Fenton playing catch. Bodies go down as the South takes it away. And they kick it deep. And didn't get there. Didn't miss by much, but didn't get there. They were trying to get Lo Salento deep. Rozek throws it in. Off Fenton. They knock it deep, and they call North offside. Just over 5 minutes left in this one, with the North leading it here in the 30th. They added all these sports. It was a football game for a while, and then come up with Harry was a baseball player. Most people don't know or don't remember that Harry played basketball too. So they said, let's put baseball in. And little by little, they started adding to it. And they finally wound up with 9 sports. I think they call South offside. They tip it ahead. They were looking to get Fenton breaking. McCarty with it. Knocks it deep, knocks it too deep. Goes right to Fusco in net. South has got to pick it up. Time winding down. They're down a goal. We got a whistle. It's going to go against the North. South's going to have a bit of an angle, but they're close with the free kick. Right around the 2-yard line from the near side. They drill it, and it's knocked down by the goaltender, and he boots it high and deep. Takes a huge bounce and gets headed out by Millard Sasson of Swampscott. Ilan Drucker of Marblehead threw it in. And then it was Drucker with it, trying to control it, maybe center it. And it got knocked out. They're calling it off the North. South is going to get a corner kick. McCarty almost got a foot on it, breaking in. Broken up. South keeping it where they want it in the closing minutes, leading 1-0, keeping it in the south end. And we get a whistle. And there was contact made. And it looks like it's going to go against the South. North's going to get a free kick. Just outside the 15-yard line. A little bit of an angle. Now they're moving it back. Just outside the 20-yard line.
1 minute remaining.
1 minute left. They drill it and it goes wide left out of play. South will get it. They have to go very quickly downfield to try and get the equalizer. The late goal by Jose Liccardi is the difference. Fusco boots it away. North got a head on it. They got it where they want it in the south end. And then double teamed. And it just got kicked out of play. And that's going to end it. So the late goal by Jose Liccardi is the difference in the game.
After the handshake, we will have the presentation
6 or 7 minutes left. Licati got out in front and just drilled it home. And Lynn English gets the goal. North is going to win the 30th Agganis All-Star Boys Soccer game. And we'll wait to see who the MVPs are. Jim Foley, who's the soccer director. So the only thing left for Agganis week, they'll have the awards ceremony. That'll be taking place shortly. And then after the awards ceremony,
Director of midfield, where Agganis soccer director Jim Foley will present the most valuable player class. First for the South, from St. Mary's, Dick Fusco.
Nicholas Fusco,
And for the North, from Lynn English,
MVP of the South,
Jose Bacardi.
and Jose Licati, of course, got the winning goal. He's the MVP for the North. So we mentioned before there are 9 different games being played in Agganis week this time. This being Agganis weekend, and 8 of them are in the books. Football is the last one. It'll be taking place. Before that, they'll have the awards ceremony. But another outstanding week. Just to name a couple, Paul Halloran, Jeff Newhall, the co-directors, a lot of work being done and a lot of outstanding people helping in the background. Referees, umpires, ticket takers, concessionaires, running the scoreboard clock, announcing. So many outstanding people giving time, effort to honor an outstanding gentleman. And it took an awful lot of work, but as they get through it, just about through. There's one game left, and this one gets it to lead into the football game. And it's the North 1, the South nothing in the boys' soccer game. We hope you enjoyed it. I'm Don Hoffman saying we'll see you next time.